I made your life worse. That's what I was...
Please stay. I want you. I need you.
Please. Should probably do this too.
Stay. I want you.
He's flipping shit that's just flying into the audience. You can't wear an outfit like that and fart. You know what I mean?
And you know it's all trapped inside there.
Okay. Yeah, it escaped through the deep cut V. That's what it happened.
It comes to the top. Oh God.
Okay, that's good.
Live from Spokane, it's Local Artists with your host, Frank Sinclair, and your host, Taylor Knott. I love you, Taylor. And the producer, Trace Bailey. I love you, Trace. And occasionally featuring an audience member, Joshua. Live, pre-taped.
I was trying to pretend
It's Local Artists.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
The late night.
It's good to be here on the
action.
It's good to be here on the show. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me. Cracker Barrel has.
I knew you were getting on an opening model. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like SNL.
It's like
Yeah. Cracker Barrel has reinstated their old logo after caving to backlash due to a redesign that had removed the old cowboy, Dusty. Fans said that they would protest the restaurant unless Dusty was put on the logo again. I have to say, I agree. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is live.
This is the pre-tape.
Damn it. It's a live monologue. Okay, that's the bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Explaining it to the crowd. And that's the
Hold
bit.
on. Let me go again. Cracker Barrel. I'm just kidding. Okay. Remove the old cowboy Dusty. Fans said that they would protest the restaurant unless Dusty was put on the logo again. I have to say, I agree, as I also identify people that eat there as crackers. Fans of Cracker Barrel also complained that other restaurants don't have peanut shells on the ground. In sports this week, been a crazy week, right, guys?
Yeah!
In sports this week, women's Olympic boxing champion Emaine Khalif is refusing to fight until the IBA agrees to stop testing its fighters for XX or XY chromosomes. The Olympic Committee is actually extending its policy to ringside girls as well, since the 2028 Olympics are happening in Thailand. I stand with Emaine Khalif, but there is a reason the capital is named Bangkok. You guys see that Trump is going after the first black Federal Reserve Governor, Lisa Cook? The first black one.
Oh, man.
And he's going after this oligarch. He's alleging that she has engaged in mortgage fraud. Ooh. Trump told the press on Friday he was disgusted at how she was stealing his moves. If you ask me, Lisa is cooking. Get this. She is actually suing Trump for wrongful termination. She's giving him a spoonful of what he dishes out, only this time it's properly seasoned.
Nice. Because of white. Yeah.
It's like a liberal.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
great.
It's been an interesting week for the country. Trump had his 7th cabinet meeting. During this meeting, he said that anyone that engages in violence against police at the Capitol may be subject to the death penalty.
Ooh.
Don't worry, though. If you find yourself on death row for attacking police at the Capitol, just say the Democrats are trying to steal his third term, and you will be pardoned. During the meeting, Vice President Vance said that the public safety... said... I'll never host SNL. During the meeting, Vice President Vance said that public safety isn't something that should only belong to the wealthy. He forgot to mention health care, abortions, and actual wealth. But the Trump administration says that they're keeping our children safe from illegal aliens kidnapping and harming them. Remind me, was it Jose and his abuela that were best friends with Epstein? Oh, it was? Good thing she and him are in a prison surrounded by crocodiles.
I've never heard that
You
word
haven't
be
heard that one?
pronounced. That one.
Oh,
No, that
but you know that story.
crocodile.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Alcatraz, yeah.
Tough audience. Conservative.
Boo.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert was recently canceled. Thank God. We have a great show for you tonight.
That's great.
Thanks. That's the
Yeah.
monologue.
That's nice. I had a lady client of mine. She's probably, I don't know, late 70s, 80s. Loves Trump. Big, huge Trump fan. She's been talking to me for many days about this. I sent you a video. We'll pull it up in a sec. But she listens to this lady who is a prophet who only talks about politics. So she calls...
A political prophet.
She listens to God. She doesn't, actually. And God has said that Trump is his David. Like David, you know. And I don't know why God would say that, because he already has it. He had a David. He's saying, like, this is my David, as if like another God had that other David.
I've heard
But it's-
Cyrus, but never.
It's ridiculous.
This lady says
So
Trump
she's saying she loves it. She's talking to me
Trump is
about
a
how
man after God's own
yeah.
heart.
Oh. So she's talking to me how great Trump is and how everything he's doing is great. And I'm just like, yeah, oh yeah, you know, because I'm trying to get a tip or whatever, you know, I'm trying to get paid. But she's saying, so she said the most recent prophecy that has come out, it was about the Russian-Ukraine war. And this lady said, she said, the Lord says, Putin, if you don't listen to my David, I'm going to destroy you. And Zelensky, there's going to be a lot of things coming to light. Human trafficking coming out of you. And if you don't listen to what my David has to say, and that's Trump, by the way. That's
Right.
what she said. and that, my David is Trump. We will destroy you. So here's, I mean, this isn't the latest one, but this is just one that I found that I thought was unbelievable. This is the lady she's listening to. Also, a female pastor, which it seems like the very conservative Christians would not be for that.
Yeah, it says in the Bible they should stop talking in church, so...
Yeah, but anyway, they should
they're-
stop talking on Instagram for sure.
Well, it's always this thing, too, because, you know, we like to interpret it so that it's like, no, that means that specific church, but then you see this.
Like, maybe it should just be, well, specifically her, I guess. Paul would write a good letter.
Listening for the Lord. The Lord, this is pretty incredible, gave me the meaning, the acronym for the transgender movement that is hidden in their spelling.
Thank goodness.
And this is what it is: to redesign and negate sex, genetics, education, negating DNA, embryos, and race.
Can you pause it here? Okay,
That-
so the Lord
I guess...
is giving her this, right? But
Yeah.
can't come up with two different R's. So we have, two different N's. To redesign and negate sex, genetics, education, negating the DNA. God's like, man, the N is really hard. I have to use negate twice.
Yeah, I guess God's a too, because to put an acronym in the acronym DNA? What a
Dude.
fucking idiot this lady is.
Also, so we
Lord.
there's a lot to unpack here, and I'd like to unpack all of this. So
Yeah.
transgender starts with a T, and God, he could only come up with two to redesign and negate sex, genetics, education, negating. Then using another acronym, DNA, embryos, and then God thought he'd throw in an and sign there, embryos and race. It doesn't even make sense, like if you were to read it, period. But to come from God, I just love, I mean, I've said it 2 times already, but I love that it's negate and then negating. There's only 2 N's in transgender. And God could not figure out. He's like, yeah, negate is good. What if, I mean, negating, that has to be even better, right?
Yeah, she should have put like a comma after genetics or something.
Yeah, negate, sex, genetics, comma, educate. I mean, it should be sex, comma,
It still
genetics,
doesn't,
comma.
yeah, it still doesn't make sense.
No,
actually.
it's ridiculous. Let's finish the
Well, he works in mysterious ways. So.
let's finish the rest of this video.
This is the meaning of it within their spelling, and the Lord is exposing it. This
Ugh. All right,
is the
turn it off.
true agenda.
Oh man. So
Well, that's not even mysterious though, Trace. That's just stupid.
I like it.
That's not even a mystery. It's just babble.
No, here's the whole thing. Here's the problem from the beginning of, I mean, it's all babble, of course.
Yeah.
But transgender is not what was the word? DNA. What is that? Now I'm forgetting.
Acronym. An acronym.
An acronym.
Ribonucleic.
Transgender is not an acronym. They didn't come up with
No.
like it with a period in each of the letters. And so she is taking the leap from just like, here's just a word, right? That means like, you know, you transition your gender. I think that's probably where it comes from in the Greek. But and then she's like, well, it's an acronym. They're trying to hide something.
Yeah.
So she's like trying to expose this hidden thing that was never hidden. It was just a word. They weren't trying to hide an acronym within transgender. And then she hits you with the worst acronym of all time. Off of the top of my head, don't ask me to do it, but I could come up with a better acronym for transgender. Just like, and God's like, to revoke. And
It should just be
the A,
trans.
I think, is and, right? It's like to revoke or something. And so out of the first 3 words, God is like, I guess the T's to, and then the A is and. This all-knowing, all-being perfect
Yeah.
God is
Yeah.
like, I guess the best I can come up with is to and.
Right.
Oh my! I hate that because that makes the church look awful.
Oh, really?
I think so, right? I mean, if you're a non-Christian,
Oh,
you're like a
sure, sure.
transgender person or whatever who already doesn't like God, sees this, and it's like, whew, all of my suspicions have been confirmed. They're idiots.
I would love. Well, no, I wouldn't.
Can we
actually
see if we can
love
get
this.
her on the podcast?
But
Can we see if we-
It would be incredible if that actually led a guy to Christ.
Yeah, no,
But
ne-
that to me would make me just think that that's how much he hates transgender people. Is it just anything?
no. I mean, I don't even understand that. Well, I don't understand the purpose. I guess the purpose would be.
I'll tell you the purpose.
Well, the purpose, I guess, would be to get the people like the lady that I clean for to be like, yeah, come on. And never, I mean, like you were saying, never would like a trans person happen upon this video and be like, oh my God, shoot. I did not realize that I was negating embryos and races.
as a person
Oh
possessed
my
with
God.
demons,
Yeah, shoot.
as a person possessed with many demons,
Yeah.
that I
To
identify
revoke
as.
and negate. Oh my gosh. And then just like fall on their knees and worship God. That, it
No, you
just
know
is doing the opposite.
Well,
I
the
hate
purpose
that so much.
The purpose is obviously so this lady is important.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? She's a crazy lady.
I'm curious if she
It wants to
believes
matter.
it.
Of
We've
course
kinda
she
talked about-
believes it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, you got to be some sort of crazy to think that.
I would say maybe she's a grifter if it was good, if it made sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, she's making money. She makes a lot of money. She has
Well,
people
yeah,
that
but
subscribe
from
to like her
other
newsletter
insane,
and
stupid people.
yeah, but then she's just grifting off of stupid people.
Well,
so she has to
grifting-
pretend to be stupid.
No,
maybe I don't know.
no, because
We'll touch back on this later. Do you know how hard it was for me to not beatbox during that?
Thanks.
I got a hot take.
Yeah.
All right. We touched on this a few weeks ago, I think, with Blade, maybe. But I'm gonna get into it here. Here's my hot take. You've seen this. You've seen the signs. You walk into any building, any room, max capacity, max occupancy, right? You know, let's say you walk into a room, it's 200 max capacity, right?
Right.
I don't think we should do it off of people. I think we should do it off of weight. I mean, I've touched on this a little bit. I was at a Trailer Trash Tammy show, and it was nothing but just whales. I could not move. But, you know, we at the club, there's like a 250 people occupancy, and she sold it out. But that floor was feeling it that night, I'll tell you that. I'm like trying to go to the bathroom, like getting between two of the biggest women I've seen in my entire life. And I'm like, well, what if it was just like, you know, I don't know, Dan Soder or something, normal fans. That's 200 people.
Yeah.
You know, you can get through that. But it was units.
When you
I mean,
left the show,
offensive linemen, but women. That's what it was.
when you left the show, you turned around and looked at the building, and it looked like it was a foot shorter.
Yeah, everything had sunk. So here's why I think. Look, I think it could be hard because, you know, you can't just like guess weights. You know, that's why you
Well-
have the max. But I think so. You've seen these guys at the fair or whatever, and they are the guess your weight guys. I think that all buildings should have a guess your weight person. And so
Yeah.
you're writing it down, and then you meet, you meet your 10,000 pound. If it was 10,000 pound occupancy, that Trailer Trash Tammy show would have been the first 2 rows. That's it. Nobody else would be allowed. But you have them like spin around, you don't tell them, but you're like, what is that over there? And then they're like, what? And then you have the guy from the circus. He writes down, 342,
Yeah.
and he hands it. And so then you reach the. So it might be hard. You might have to pay a guy.
Circus people are very good at turning away people on rides and
Yes.
based on their dimensions.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So airplanes.
And, I mean, imagine
Airplanes got it right.
Imagine if during that show
Mhm.
there had been a fire, right?
Yeah.
And the exits.
It's bumper cars, and
Are-
they're trying to get out of the. Also, the door is not that big.
It's
They
like-
would all have to turn to the side.
Yeah, it's like Winnie the Pooh
yeah,
stuck.
yeah.
You know.
each person has to kick the last lady through the door.
I'm saying they'd probably get stuck and all burned in the fire,
Yeah,
and then the building would probably explode from the amount of lipid.
yeah. Fat burns quick.
Yeah.
I think that in anything that actually matters, it's a weight situation. So, like, you remember we went to Hawaii on a mission trip,
Yeah.
and then we had to connect Seattle back to Spokane, and they were trying to get the plane even weight. You have to sit here, you have to sit over here. They don't care about max occupancy on a plane that actually matter, like could fall out of the sky if there's too many fat women or men, I suppose. I'm thinking of this certain situation of this certain show.
You just have a connotation because you thought of it at the
Yeah,
trailer
yeah.
trash.
But if a plane is overweighted, they will kick people off. Or give them a voucher for stay the night at the hotel. We can't have you on here. Or get baggage that has to be sent, not checked baggage.
Right.
Because that actually matters.
Right.
Airplanes, they got it right. This is life and death situation. But no, not with buildings. Because here's the thing. I Googled it, actually. It is determined. The max capacity was determined with weight in mind. Google said, with weight in mind. They figured it out by having the average person weigh 150 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
that is, I don't know when this must have been taken in the 60s or something. The average person is not 150 pounds.
No, yeah. I'm like a whole nother person above that.
Yeah, I'm 150 pounds, and I'm like a skinny person. That's what I weigh. I weigh 150 pounds,
Yeah.
and I'm skinny, like to a fault. That's not, that calculation should not be like an average person weighs 100. Not even close. I mean, okay, so let's do.
You need to bring back smoking.
That might actually
It
work.
would help a
Okay,
lot.
I have a couple other points. Here we go. So elevators, they have a max capacity, not weight.
Yeah.
They have number of people.
But even if you think about, not even if the weight is an issue in terms of structural collapse,
Yeah.
even just comfortability in a room.
Yes. Yeah. If I walked into let's say an elevator has a 10-person max capacity, right? And I walk in and it's just people going down the elevator from a Trailer Trash Danny show.
Say it has infinite weight.
Yeah. And I walk in, there's 9 people and I'm the 10th. I'm not fitting in that elevator.
Yeah.
But also weight totally matters on an elevator. Like the strain on the cables and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you can't tell an elevator's like, I don't know, 6 people max, and then just 6 units walk in, and they're like, oh my God. I don't know if elevator talks or not, but
What kind of fucking elevators did they use at that hospital for that show, My 600 Pound Life?
gotta be some good ones.
It probably goes like as it goes up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's basically that's the hot take. I don't think it should be max number of people. I think it should be max number of weight.
Yeah.
And then sure, you're going to have to pay a little money for a circus guess your weight guy to come in, but I think that's the only way we can get it done. It's like the Curb Your Enthusiasm. Did you watch that? He had to get all the weights for the private plane. They wouldn't tell him, so he had him. That's how I came up with this idea. He had him go to the circus.
Stole it.
Yeah. I mean, I stole it in
saying
a
it.
little bit. Yeah. I mean, my hot take was my original hot take of it should be weight, not number of people.
Right.
Because, God, I could not move in the comedy club. Just trying to go to the bathroom. They're all up, like... And then the seats. I mean, man, I feel bad for the seats. They're not big enough seats. Got this. All right. That's it. That's the hot take.
That's a good hot take.
I don't even know if it's that. I think people, if they put like their political correctness aside, would all agree with that take.
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense for the structure of the building, the size, the moving around of the building. I don't know. I did see, not to transition out of, but I'm pretty much done. Have you seen this Farm Girl Fit? It's in where we live. Farm Girl Fit. It's like women over a certain age are just doing anything but like actually going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing like weird dances or whatever. Farm Girl Fit. I don't know what they do, like raking or baling hay or I don't really know. But I don't think it's real workouts. But Farm Girl Fit to me, I thought that was a funny name. To me, it just seems like a long name to be like it's whites only. Do you think there's any black women working out at Farm Girl Fit? No, I don't think so. Right?
Think smarter.
Yeah. Like, well, okay, legally we can't turn away a certain demographic, but if we name it Farm Girl Fit, it's only gonna be white hicks. Just big white women walking in doing raking or whatever. I don't know what they do, but I don't know when our next segment. I watched Jussie Smollett or Jussie or whatever the hell. He has a new documentary that came out on Netflix. This guy is still saying that he told the truth. He's sticking to his story after the biggest black guys you've ever seen are like, nah, he wrote. I mean, they have the check. They took a picture of the check that he wrote for them to beat him up, and he's like, it was white guys. It was white guys. They have the location, like following these guys from the Uber that like dropped off right in front of where Jussie was, and then took them back to another side of Chicago, dropped them off. That was how they got the lead. Like, tracking. We're all being tracked, by the way. And they're like, yeah, he paid us and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I cannot believe that they would. My favorite part of this documentary,
They're in cahoots with those
Oh.
racist
yeah, it's MAGA
White
country.
guys.
That's what he said.
in
It was
Chicago.
yeah. His story. I mean, you've seen this. This is old hat at this point, but
Right.
he's walking. He got Subway. It's 2:30. It was also like one of the coldest days in Chicago history. 2:30 in the morning. Nobody is out, right? So he gets his Subway. He's walking, and he said, "All I heard, somebody behind me said, Empire. Are you the Empire?" Yeah, you can believe that. And I turned around. I was like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" And then they're like, "This is MAGA country."
yeah.
And then they pushed me to the ground. They beat me up.
Horrible story.
Horrible story. I mean, if it's true, it's not. But if that, that's horrible, right? They
Yeah,
put a
but it's
noose around his
it's a
neck.
horrible story
He
on
didn't
every
notice.
level, turns out.
Yeah, he didn't notice. They put a noose around. There's videos of him going back to his condo, still wearing the noose, but holding his Subway bag. He did get a good foot long, in maybe more ways than one. We're not sure. He's walking. He said he dropped the Subway bag. Blah blah blah. But he's walking back into his condo, holding a Subway bag in full. It looks great. And the police chief, who is a black guy, is like, if I had a noose put around my neck, and I just got beat up, and I had dropped my Subway bag, I'm running away. I'm not picking up my foot long and walking back into my condo with the noose still around. He's like, this guy, he's like, I grew up in southern Alabama, and he's older. He's probably 60, went through it all.
Right.
Southern Alabama, racist people.
Sure.
He's like, a noose is like, if that's put around you, you're taking it off, you're throwing, it's disgusting. You're not having it on for 45 minutes until the cops show up and being like, I just wanted you guys to see.
This is kind of swaggy.
Yeah. Might be a new trend.
I might
Yeah.
bring this back around.
You just got hate crimed, beat up, a noose put around, and you walk, 5 blocks back to your. Also, he's like, his thing of the cops are like, nobody's out at 2:30, one of the coldest days in Chicago history.
It's a ridiculous
And he's
story.
like, well, I got to the condo and there was no food. And so I had to go walk. And I thought Walgreens was 24/7. So I was walking to Walgreens. It wasn't. And then I went across the street to Subway or whatever. Like, dude, you're a millionaire.
Mhm.
You're not going out at negative 15 degrees to get a sub. You can hire whoever you
I
want.
wonder why he did that. I wonder what he was trying to get out of that.
Well, what one of the people who beat him up said, who hired him, is he's like, he just wanted to be the face of black gay oppression. I'm the guy, because he's been very outspoken. Also, his mother was a part of the Black Panthers. He's always been outspoken
yeah, but
against.
I mean, we fucking
or
had
not
that
against,
shit
but-
literally what? How long ago was the 60s? Fucking 60
years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't never heard of James Baldwin?
I actually haven't.
It's been covered. You guys don't know James Baldwin?
No.
It's fine. A cool debate you guys can look up online is James Baldwin versus William F. Buckley. Do you know William F. Buckley?
Hmm?
Yeah, CIA guy.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, that's a good debate. If you guys are interested in race politics when it actually fucking mattered,
Yeah.
go watch that debate.
This is MAGA country. Nobody. Also, you're in the south side of Chicago. There's not a white person to be seen.
Or
Never
that
mind.
would watch Empire. It's just
Wouldn't watch
stupid.
Empire. Would not be MAGA.
Yeah.
Chicago is not red.
I do have to say real quick, just circling back to that crazy lady, the insane lady.
Yeah.
She is right about God not being. All
Sometimes you gotta focus on the sunny side of life. Hey! Focus on the sunny side. Life too short to be a curmudgeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is an exercise in optimism.
Farm Girl Fit.
So for this segment, I'm going to make the case for optimism, and then maybe we can try to be optimistic or just for this segment.
Okay.
Or whatever. I just wrote another thing.
I'm an optimist. Go ahead.
You're an optimist. Okay, so you'll like this.
Yeah.
An exercise in optimism. I've been told that all of reality has occurred and exists purely by incident, and that all life began from elemental stew, that there is no willful reason that anything exists, and death is the only result of all living things. At first, this may seem depressing, but I am an optimist. And as an optimist, this makes life an experience free from duty or responsibility. This means we get to fucking suck, drink and smoke, spend our lives absent getting anything done, quote unquote. And by the end of it all, it don't matter, right?
Well,
Having kids and providing for them sure seems like a hassle. You would know.
it's not a
Bit of a hassle.
I wouldn't say that.
And everyone is pressured by their families to keep the lineage going. But don't worry. Your parents and grandparents feel that way because they didn't fully realize how we're apes.
Also disagree.
Just apes made from bacteria soup. They wasted their opportunity to enjoy life on raising you. That's all. Don't feel obligated to do the same. Did they ask your permission?
Are we being optimistic here? This
It was their decision anyway. Just have fun, like me, an optimist. Focus on the little things that give you pleasure now. When you're old and alone and decrepit, then you can be optimistic that it's almost over. I am not a 9/11 conspiracy. I am not a 9/11 conspiracy theorist, but I like to think that 9/11 conspiracy theorists are right. Let's talk about it. Choosing optimism.
okay.
On the one hand, you would have a country full of religious extremists that want to destroy America so badly they're willing to die to cause as much damage and trauma as possible. To protect ourselves from them, we need a team of heavy-set black women to scan us with x-rays and look up our anuses for weaponry. And
Take your shoes off. Computers in the tray.
Is that 4 ounces? That ain't no 4
Come
ounces.
on now, walk through. Put your hands out. I said, put your hands out.
Spread that booty cheek. Spread them cheek. Also, now America has to.
And that was a white guy, by the way.
Yeah. That was Jesse Smollett.
This is MAGA country.
That's the guys that beat up Jesse Smollett. All right.
Hey, yo, it's MAGA country.
And also, America has then got to bomb the shit out of a bunch of people. Now, that sounds pretty pessimistic. Right? On the other hand, using optimism, say it were an inside job. This means that the government is so sophisticated, it can orchestrate a mass casualty event and deceive its own populace to accomplish its purposes. Who would you rather be in charge of running your life? A government that couldn't stop 20 guys that lived in caves wielding box cutters? Or a government that is so competent it controls each moving piece? To be clear, I don't think 9/11 was an inside job, but I like to think that it was, because it means I live in a world that is controlled and kept safe by a very powerful government.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think so far?
Ooh, I think.
You like optimism or pessimism?
Which one's optimism? Oh, that the government
The
is.
sunny side of life.
Oh, well, I know what optimism means, but you gave me two
Well,
options
yeah,
there.
think about it. If 9/11 was just some like insane, tragic accident or like conspiracy by an enemy, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going to happen to you? But
Yeah, I don't know.
if it's all just a smoke and mirrors fake story, then hey, everything's cool. They got it.
I think here's what I believe. I believe two things at once because I want to make myself feel better.
Yeah.
I believe that it was just another terrorist country
Right?
who wanted to blow up the Twin Towers and did that. That's what I want to believe because I want to believe our government is good, even though I don't believe it, but I want to tell myself I believe it. I kind of believe it was an inside job, if I'm being honest.
But if it were an inside job, sure, maybe the government's not quote unquote good, like in terms of virtue. But goddamn, everything it's in control.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
imagine that. Imagine that level of control. I mean, feel better about paying taxes.
That's true.
You know?
If my taxes are going to have planes going to the Twin Towers, I'll keep paying them. I don't know, man.
Blow up
I
New
could
York
I
City.
could see it going either way. I wish, people talk about like if you could have one superpower, what would it be? You know, like flying or invisibility or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe we've talked about this before. My superpower that I would want is to be able to ask a question and get the truth.
You would want to be Wonder Woman.
Is that what she does?
Yeah, she has the magic lasso that compels you to
Lasso.
tell the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I guess I would want to be Wonder Woman. I'd have a really hot body and I'd be able to know the truth.
Just to be clear, we're being optimists.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
yeah. Sorry.
So 9/11 happened.
Yes.
Okay. So there's one or two, it's one of two reasons why it happened.
Right.
I would say it's optimism. You know, that makes me feel safe.
That the government is in control?
Makes me feel way safer that they can do that as
Yeah.
opposed to another government can just come in and
Yeah, some
blow
box
you up.
cutters are hijacking a plane.
Yeah.
And then somehow know how to fly also? I don't know. Or did they have the pilot?
Do you mind if I continue?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
All right. So again, we're just focusing on looking at the sunny side of life.
Okay.
All right. And again, I don't believe 9/11 was an inside job. I just like to think that the people that do were right for the reasons I stated.
Right.
Okay, sorry, let me just catch up here. It means that I live in a world that is controlled and kept safe by a very powerful government. I am not a Holocaust denier, but
But show me the 6 million.
I like to think that Holocaust deniers are right. What? You hope they're wrong?
No, you're right, actually. I do hope that.
You'd rather live in a world in which 6 million Jews, you know,
Yeah.
for the Jewish people's sake, you would hope they're right. You might say that if the
That's
Holocaust...
actually really interesting. That is really interesting.
You might say that if the Holocaust never happened, then why does everyone have to believe that it did? Wouldn't this imply something dark, given the old adage, history is written by the victors? But fret not. Remember, we're being optimists here, and the accounting wasn't done by the Jewish people, so it would be very much subject to error. To be clear, the Holocaust certainly happened. But again, I must encourage everyone to avoid the mental prison that is pessimism. As an optimist, I always try to see the bright side. As much as is in our power, we should appreciate the silver lining. And even for the Jewish people, well, now there's always something to kvetch about. It reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld. You know, kvetch? Yeah. Okay.
That's great.
We love the Jews.
Gotta love the.
It reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld's favorite Jewish joke, which I will recite for you now. Two Gentile businessmen pass each other on the street. One man asks, "How's business?" The other man says, "Great." In summation, the world, as it was and is and will be, too big for you to know the whole truth. You get to choose what you believe about what you can't prove. With the power of optimism, we can all get along as if the world is a bouncy castle made of cotton candy. That's all I've written. I'm going to be optimistic about that. I didn't write any more and say, oh, thank God. Thank God.
No, that's a really interesting. So, it's a negative connotation to be a Holocaust denier.
Oh, it's the worst thing you can be.
Yeah. But if they're right, that's the best thing that could be.
I mean, that would be a much nicer.
That is very
reality.
interesting. I haven't even thought. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a very interesting point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not denying the Holocaust, but if it never
No,
happened,
of course not. None of
then
us
that
ever
would
deny the Holocaust.
that would
It's
be
proven.
amazing if it never happened.
Yeah.
If it turns out, If it turns out Jesse Smollett actually got
This is
jumped
the thing.
by-
If the Holocaust turned out to be written by Jesse Smollett,
yeah.
then we would be living in a better world
Yeah.
than we thought we were.
I've heard about the Jesse Smollett thing. It's like, this is what happens when you let the actors become the writers.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, just ridiculous. So I'm watching this
Or when
documentary.
you let a lady become a prophet.
Yeah.
No, there were lady prophets, I think, actually.
Yeah.
but-
I'm watching this documentary, and so there's like street cameras. You're being watched everywhere. You know this. There's street cameras all over. And there's these two like big figures walking like towards Smollett, And I'm not saying that white people versus black people have a different walk, but I saw these two big people walking like little I'm like, those are not white people. I promise you, those are not white people. They're like just big,
There's too much rhythm.
yeah. Yeah. They're hitting a little bit of this as they're walking down the street. And you're like, that's not white people. And so, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Have we not seen West Side Story? I've seen white
Those
people.
are Mexicans.
Not all of them.
But
Well,
those
the
are,
other
that's
ones
not,
are-
they're not dancing
No, the
with
other
like
ones
a,
are Italians.
but West Side Story's not dancing
I
with a
forgot that
swag.
you're pure white. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not
Forgot.
pure white.
Yeah.
I think pretty much everybody that
Well,
isn't.
you are pure white.
Well, yes, that's
Yeah.
true. I'm very
that
proud of that.
That was WAPs, bro. That was WAPs dancing in West Side Story.
No, I'm not. I think that's retarded. But no, yeah. I mean,
You could start another Holocaust. I'm pure.
In the security cam footage, were they hitting a little?
No, that's whites. The blacks are like they're hitting a swag little shoulder walk. That's not whites. That's not Italians. That's not anything. That is big black dudes, which turned out to be.
they're going to beat the shit out of Jesse Smollett, and they're singing. When you're all the way.
Hey, yo, Empire. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Ayo Empire.
yeah, I knew it wasn't white guys. Also, it turns out that they were extras on Empire. He just hired them.
Really?
They were on the show, and
makes
one of them
sense.
ended up being like his trainer or whatever. They're the biggest dudes, like ripped guys. Can you pull up?
Are they gay guys?
Oh, they didn't
Are they-
touch on that yet, but
Are they gay?
I don't know. Search Jesse Smollett attackers or whatever.
I want to know if they're gay right now.
I mean, the first picture is fine. First left. I mean, look at these dudes. Just absolute units.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah. They beat him up. So what the story is, and you can watch the Netflix documentary, and also this is all old, but they're being tracked to exactly where Jesse is, beats him up,
Yes,
then
we
being
know.
tracked. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
it's-
I'm repeating myself. But then he...
It's fake.
Yeah, but he
Unlike
is trying...
the Holocaust.
He's still trying to
we
say
can
that...
only wish.
Oh, man. He's...
we can only pretend.
I just love the fact that he's sticking to his story. He had to do like 150 days in
I wonder
prison.
if there are. Could you Google real quick Jussie Smollett truthers? I wonder if there's like black guys on Instagram being like, "This is a CIA cover up.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is a CIA cover up, man."
He was convicted. He got sentenced in the courthouse. He stands up, throws up black power, puts his mask down, and says, I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. Like, he's important enough that they're going to, like, kill him. Like, he has some Epstein-type information that they're going to kill him in prison. He wanted to make it known
This is
that
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
not.
This is what I'm saying is like if it was like a thing where it's like two white guys actually did it and this is the government cover up.
Yeah.
Which like the idea is ridiculous because the modern liberal media would have a fucking field day with that. I mean, they did for like the first
Yeah.
3 or 4
Also,
days or whatever.
why are you choosing this, like, C-list actor to run this
Yeah.
thing? Like, I don't know, choose Denzel Washington or something. You're not
Well, he's
choosing
not gay.
well, it doesn't matter about being gay.
No,
I
you're
mean,
trying to make a statement.
I don't know. All right, fine. Find
You're
a
two racist, sexist, homophobic,
find
MAGA
another
white
one.
guys.
Yeah.
You're trying to make a statement.
But I had not heard of Jesse Smollett
Oh
before
my
all of
gosh,
this.
Lil Nas X.
Choose Lil Nas X.
You could have got him.
Have you seen him? He was dancing around in like
Yo.
little whitey ties
Yeah.
and some cowboy.
Yeah, that's some Martin Lawrence shit or something. That's freaky. I
Yeah.
hope he's okay.
Apparently got incarcerated for battery on a police officer.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it tracks. He looked like he was out of his mind. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting. Always rooting for the anti-hero. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. Everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. It's me. Trace, did you get the video? Yep. Okay, perfect. Not yet. Okay. Do you know that song?
Yeah, anti-hero.
Yeah. Okay. So
Taylor Swift.
Taylor-
I thought you did it better.
Oh, stop it. Taylor Swift and her influence. This is what ChatGPT told me when I was asking what Taylor Swift's real name was. I was assuming that Swift was a stage name.
No.
It is not. Taylor Swift's full name is Taylor Allison Swift. She was born on December 13th, 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania. Her parents named her Taylor in part because they thought a gender-neutral name might help her succeed professionally.
I think my parents did the same thing.
Taylor Swift is one of the largest pop stars in entertainment today. Her first splash on the scene was due to her writing songs with lyrics that related to teenage girls. They captured the classic high school sentiment of, it should have been me, but you're blinded by the preppy cheerleader. Her songs are written the way that songs are supposed to be written. The listeners relate as they sing along, feeling like the winning hero in a story. A lyric from her song White Horse. Say you're sorry. That face of an angel comes out just when you need it to, as I paced back and forth all of this time because I honestly believed in you. Holding on, the days drag on. Stupid girl, I should have known. That I'm not a princess. This ain't no fairy tale. I'm not the one you'll sweep off her feet, lead up the stairwell. This ain't Hollywood, it's a small town. I was a dreamer before you went and let me down.
Mm.
Now it's too late for you and your white horse to come around. Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
This cemented Taylor as a relatable, average girl that always won in the end. Many girls identified with her sense of heartbreak and disappointments from teenage romance as they tried to have relationships with teenage boys. She told them through song, there's another lyric, in your life, you'll do things greater than dating the boy on the football team. Once she became a young adult, her status continued to grow. Taylor was always fearless in doing things for love.
Nice. Fearless, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
I recognize that as a
This
album,
this
yeah.
segment's for the Swifties.
We've got a lot of Swifties.
Yeah, we're about to get into that. Okay, so her status began to grow, or continued to grow. Taylor was always fearless in doing things for love, and in trying to find love, had a series of brief relationships with teen girl dreamy boys. Joe Jonas,
Harry
Lucas
Styles.
Till, Corey Monteith, Connor Kennedy, Calvin Harris, Taylor Lautner, John Mayer, Jake Gyllenhaal, Harry Styles, to name a few. Most of which lasted about 4 months before ending in genuine heartbreak. I gotta put myself back together. This is supposed to be serious. I'm not being ironic. Okay.
It was the head. It was this.
Before ending in genuine heartbreak. Stirring Taylor to express her feelings through her gift of music. She always told her fans how she really felt. Never fear. Stop. Okay, just give me a second.
She's fearless.
She's fearless. She always told her fans how she really felt, never fearing judgment, but staying true to herself. Taylor tried to give her heart over and over again to men that are supposed to be examples for our society, and they all betrayed her. So sad at the state of men in the world today. How many women know the sad truth of falling in love because some low-down loser tricked them?
I hate low down losers.
Yeah, they're the worst. Because some low-down loser tricked them with his fame, handsome face, and large bankroll.
Not what I thought.
As she grew out of adolescence and young adulthood, she continued to develop her creativity and image, and now she has flowered into a strong, independent woman. I say woman so weird, but I can't not say it weird. I say it like woman.
You say it all right.
How do you say it?
Woman?
Woman?
Woman.
I guess it's not that weird, maybe.
Fine.
Strong, independent woman. She is an example for millions of mostly white suburban women. In the U.S., a Morning Consult survey found that 53% of American adults identify as Taylor Swift fans. Of those, 16% consider themselves avid fans, often referred to as the Swifties. With a U.S. adult population of around 340 million people, that estimates roughly to 54 million American Swifties. Globally, estimates say about 88 million Swifties exist. Swifties spent an average $1,300 per person in 1 year during the Eras Tour. Swifties are also very politically active, mostly identifying with Taylor as Democrats and focusing on issues like voter registration. Taylor really is making an impact
That's the pizza.
on the world. All right, we'll pause real quick. Taylor really is making an impact in the world. When Taylor urged her fans to register to vote, an increase of 35,000 voters registered in a single day. When Taylor released her song, "You Need to Calm Down," a song supporting LGBTQAI plus rights, and encouraged her fans to petition for the Equality Act, the petition gained over 800,000 signatures.
Oh.
She has influenced many to reform gun laws, fight for women's rights, and stop the demagoguery of Donald Trump. Real quickly, let's react to this video. And we can just talk about the video while we react to it, but I don't want to get too derailed.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, Taylor Swift did it 33. Mom, Eminem died at 50 today.
Oh, she loves Eminem. She loves M&Ms.
Mom? What? Hey! Oh my god, what? Oh. Bon Jovi's dead at 60.
No, Courtney, no.
We just talked about it was a robbery.
No.
Mick Jagger dead at the age of 79.
What the fuck are you fucking talking about?
Oh my god. Donald Trump dead at 76. No. Heart attack.
What?
I would now like to recite the actual lyrics from Taylor Swift's biggest hit to date, garnering over 1.7 billion streams.
Can I guess the song?
And remain number one on a Billboard 100 for an astonishing 8 weeks.
You Belong With Me? No, that's too old.
See if you can tell as I read it.
Okay.
I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons.
Midnights.
When my depression works the graveyard shift, all the people that I've ghosted stand there in the room. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices. I end up in crisis. Tale as old as time. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming for the last time. It's me.
I'm the problem.
It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I stare directly at the sun, never in the mirror. It must be exhausting always rooting for the anti-hero.
Anti-hero. Can I have a guess of the song?
Okay, what's your guess?
Anti-hero.
Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill. Too big to hang out, slowly lurching toward your favorite city.
Does she say sexy baby?
Let me finish. Slowly lurching toward your favorite city, pierced through the heart, but never killed. Did you hear my covert narcissism? I disguise as altruism, like some kind of congressman. Tale as old as time. I wake up screaming from dreaming one day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning. The chorus again, you know. Me, I'm the problem, it's me, you know. Okay, here's the last verse. I have this dream my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it, and then somebody screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
What does she say about the sexy babies?
She said some, do you want me to try to interpret it?
Yeah,
That part specifically or the rest of it?
all of it, including the sexy babies.
I don't know about the whole thing, but I'll give it a go real quick, and then we can end the episode.
Okay.
Well, okay, getting older but never wiser. This is a state of arrested development. Okay? Her depression, working the graveyard shift, all the people that she's ghosted standing there in the room. I'm not sure what that means. It sounds like some fucking Bohemian Grove shit to me, though.
Get that off of the TV.
shouldn't be left to her own devices. I think that,
Yeah.
that kind of speaks for itself. And that she wakes up screaming that they're going to leave her, this person, or if I could extrapolate it, maybe even her audience, because they get tired of her scheming. Again, pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
I'm the problem. It's me. Everybody agrees at tea time when they're talking in private, not around her, when there's not the consequences of it getting back to her. Everybody knows what she is. And when she says, I'll stare directly at the sun but never in the mirror, I think this is about that nothing is outside of her purview in terms of a target that she can attack except for herself. Which to me makes me think of the devil. Reminds me of Satan.
I mean, she brings it back. She's looking up at the end of the song.
Shaking
right?
your fist at God and everything else that's come from God except yourself. With the sexy baby line.
This is all I've wanted.
Saying sometimes I feel like everybody's a sexy baby. To me, this reads like, when people say something like, we're all just grown-up kids.
Okay.
Nobody knows what's really going on. We're just little kids, grew up, now we're pretending we know what we're doing. But because they're sexy, there's an implication that, she wants to fuck them, right? The dream in which her daughter-in-law kills her for the money because the suspicion is, well, we're in the will, right? And then she laughs at them up from hell as they all realize that they're not in the will, is sort of this thing of, I'm surrounded by people that are the same type of people as I am, and I'm going to fuck them too. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And I think it's very strange, given the whole tirade, about why people liked her. Oh, she's a teen country music star. She's dating these dreamy boy celebrity type people, and then writing songs about them, as she breaks up with each of them.
Yeah.
Which of course is a way to grow her reach in terms of her fan base and also make her the hero as opposed to the villain.
Anti-hero.
But and now she's this huge force that actually, like, the reason I wanted us to watch that video of people freaking out, that's how people react when you tell them that their cousin died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe not even.
Yeah. What does fucking Eminem have to do with that big fat lady? Because she loves his music?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just his music, apparently. It reminds me of this thing Norm Macdonald said one time about his mom, where his mom was watching the TV, and it said on the TV on the news report that Queen Elizabeth was having to take a pay cut from her salary because of Parliament. And they lived on a dead farm. They were dirt poor. They had nothing. Like, they were killing their own chickens and cooking them and eating them. You know what I mean? And he said that his mom, something that struck him even as a child, was that his mom was watching the TV, heard that Queen Elizabeth is going to go from, I don't know, whatever, $400 million a year to spend on boats and parties to $320 million a year. And she said, oh, what's poor Lizzie going to do? So, I don't know. I guess I've said my piece.
Yeah. We can wrap this up. Congratulations to Travis and Taylor.
Yeah,
Travis Kelce, Taylor
congrats.
Swift. Congratulations. Hopefully you don't have to write any more stupid songs, you little.
Oh.
All right.
Maybe we should talk about the Super Bowl sometime too,
Yeah.
because it's kind of it's like the boy version of the thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Make sure
you
to
have some-
smash that like and subscribe button on local artists. Congratulations, Travis and Taylor. Smash that like. Hit that
Peace out.
subscribe.
Local artists.
Peace. Thank you guys. Good night or good day or whatever the hell. Bye.